prior to being named as Donald Trump's vice presidential running mate, Mike Pence was politically unknown on the national stage until 2015, when we all came to know him as the bigoted prick governor who literally signed a bill into law that legalizes discrimination against gay people. Now, he claims that this is about religious freedom and that it's not about discrimination, because if you're a Christian business owner, you should have the authority to discriminate against gay people and kick them out of your store. You know, the way that Jesus would have wanted it. Well, a new article surfaced from Mike Pence that he wrote in the 1990s showing that, yes, shocker, it was in fact about discrimination. So when it came to the topic of gay-centric business fairs and employer fairs where they would try to attract new employees, well, he basically urged them to not hire people from the LGBT community. So out explains Mike Pence, Donald Trump's running mate in this year's presidential election, published articles urging employers not to hire gay employees while he was head of the Indiana Policy Review in the 1990s. One such article published during Pence's tenure reads, "Homosexuals are not as a group able-bodied. They are known to carry extremely high rates of disease brought on because of the nature of their sexual practices and the promiscuity which is a hallmark of their lifestyle." Now, more from Mike Pence, he said, "As we understand the nature of both the political and scientific debate, the demand is that gaydom be elevated from a pathological condition or mere sexual preference to the status of one of several natural human divergences like hair or skin color." So, I mean, clearly, he's taking an unequivocal stance against gay people. You know, these aren't like just benign differences like your hair color or the pigment of your skin. These are really substantial differences. If you're a gay person, I mean, you're a pervert. This is a real condition you have here. You're not like other human beings. So he really tried to dehumanize them. And this, honestly, the only thought that I can take from this is that Mike Pence has to be gay. Anyone who's this vehemently anti-gay, they have to have some skeletons in the closet. So if he's not actually gay himself and has hooked up with gay prostitutes, kind of like Ted Haggard, then he at least has something in the closet that is really troubling. Because why would you recoil at homosexuality so much when you hear about it to this extent? I mean, unless you're insecure about yourself. Now, of course, I'm just speculating. This is all ad hominem. And it doesn't matter regardless if he's gay or not. I mean, he's still a bigot. He's still an asshole. And, you know, him and Donald Trump go hand in hand. They're two peas in a pod because Donald Trump hates brown people and Mike Pence hates gay people. So, I mean, when you put those two together, you have a match made in heaven. This argument that discriminating against gay people, it falls flat on its face because it's unconstitutional, and libertarians will be on the side of religious conservatives because they say, look, I mean, this is a free market. If you don't want to support businesses that discriminate, then just don't go to them and they'll go out of business. The free market will sort them out. It's legal for the government to actually prohibit this type of discrimination because this discourages commerce. So if you're a gay person and Alabama kicks people out of their stores or hotels for being gay, then you're not going to want to travel there. And the government, according to the Supreme Court, has the authority to regulate interstate commerce. So when it's states going back and forth and, you know, their economy, the government has a right to step in and say, hey, this is not good for business. This is not good for the economy. Now, the government doesn't have a right to regulate intrastate commerce, but something like this does, in fact, impact interstate commerce. I agree with the Supreme Court here, because if you do set up a law where you can discriminate against gay people, for me, just speaking personally as a gay person, I'm never going to set foot in that state. Why would I give that state my money if they're going to discriminate against me? I don't want to live in that type of environment. It's, you know, freedom to discriminate is not true freedom. If you can treat other people like shit and get away with it, then I have a problem with that. We're not all free in that case, but you can speak out against gay people. Nobody's trying to limit your freedom of speech, but when it comes to money, when it comes to the economy, you don't have a right to be a prick to gay people just because of your religion, okay? How would you like it if a Muslim business owner kicked a Christian out of the store? How would you like it if a gay business owner kicked a Christian out of the store? You wouldn't like it if the shoe was on the other foot. So if you substitute gay with any other type of person, African American, Latino, atheist, Christian, then you'd see that it is discrimination. So the fact that it's gay people and it's still relatively socially acceptable to discriminate against gay people and treat them like shit, that doesn't give you the authority to actually do it. So Mike Pence is a gigantic bigot, and this just confirms what we already know.